Such a precious holy artifact is not something small people like us deserve, and since we are friends with the ancestors, we dare not disrespect you. Gu Changa stroked his beard thoughtfully. These people can resist the temptation of the holy artifact. They are truly admirable. Alright, take me to the Tai Su sect. Yes, immortal. The scene switches. A subordinate reports, Soa Wang Xianyu, there is news. It is said that a big shot from the upper realm has descended, and he has some connection with the ancestor of Tai Su sect. After hearing this, she suddenly thought, the kingdom of heavenly gods is in a distant place. It's not easy to find the ancestor of Tai Su sect. Could it be? She said, don't worry about it, pay attention to the kingdom of heavenly gods, because nirvana can help the ancestors of humans with transformation. The scene switches to Tai Su sect, where all disciples have gathered in front of the main hall. There were whispers everywhere as it was the first time they had seen an immortal descend. An elder respectfully greeted, I am the sect master of Tai Su sect. May I ask the esteemed immortal's name? Gu Changa pondered and answered, who I am is not important. I came today to repay the kindness of Grandmaster Soa. Saying this, he took out a book. This is the Tao method that Grandmaster Soa and I researched over many years. As soon as he finished speaking, he threw the book to the sect master. Since your Grandmaster Soa cannot descend, I will teach you this Tao method on his behalf. The sect master was overjoyed and quickly flipped through every page. Wonderful. This Tao method is mysterious and profound, truly eye-opening, and is a brand new approach, containing countless secrets. In an instant, all the elders and disciples knelt and bowed. Thank you, Immortal, for your guidance. From now on, we will devote ourselves to serving the Immortal. Gu Changa stroked his beard and smiled smugly. Hee, everything is going according to plan, without deviation. Now, I have to continue my performance. At this moment, Gu Changa entered the secret realm and met Jiang Sesu. She was only draped in a white cloth covering her body. Gu Changa called out, open your eyes and look at me. Jiang Sesu ignored him, snorting coldly, oh, still so stubborn. Gu Changa then used chains to hang Jiang Sesu up. Jiang Sesu angrily shouted, Gu Changa, what do you want to do? You despicable demon. Gu Changa laughed lightly, Miss Sesu, quickly tell me the exact location of the human clan hall's reincarnation. I don't know. Jiang Sesu turned her face away from him. Gu Changa walked closer and questioned, as the successor of the human clan hall, you don't know. Even if you knew, what difference would it make? In the vast sea of people, it doesn't matter. Wait. Jiang Sesu widened her eyes, have you already found his reincarnation place? Gu Changa shamelessly bragged, of course, not only have I found it, but we are standing here right now. After hearing this, Jiang Sesu hesitated, but still warned, Gu Changa, the reincarnation methods of the human clan hall far exceed your imagination, and you cannot defeat him. Changa chuckled lightly, reaching out to stroke Jiang Suasua's face, saying, can't defeat me? Should I just wait for him to come kill me? Why are you so cold-hearted, not recognizing me as a man once I put on clothes? Suasua blushed at his touch. She shouted in embarrassment, you're shameless. Then she bared her teeth as if to bite, but Changa had already withdrawn his hand in time. Seeing this, he decided to play with her for a while. The two of them played together like master and little dog. After a while, unable to do anything, Changa kept stroking her face, making Suasua's face turn redder, almost on the verge of tears. Changa stopped and sighed, I really don't know what kind of soul-altering drug the Ancestor Hall gave you. You willingly became their puppet. Puppet? These seemingly casual words made Jiang Suasua feel a bit shaken. Thinking back to the past, she remembered the days she trained with Prince Qin. So annoying. Training every day. I still have to get married. What are you doing? Sit down quickly. This is disrespectful to the Ancestor Hall. Humph, I'm going to sleep. Just sleep. I won't be your tool. Prince Chin, come back. Suasua suddenly woke up and shouted to Chang'e, I am not a tool. I am a descendant of the ancestor hall. Protecting all living beings and upholding justice is my mission. Chang'e laughed loudly, ha ha ha. Ridiculous. What are you laughing at? Chang'e stopped laughing and seriously explained, the victor is king, and the loser is a bandit. Since ancient times, those with the strongest fists are the righteous ones. Do you think the ancestor hall is able to inherit it today because of their kindness? Moreover, even killing me is something they cannot do, yet they dare talk about justice? You're merely a tool used by the ancestor hall to restrain me, no different from a running dog. Right or wrong, at most, you're just a dog, unable to even bite me. After speaking, Chang'e turned and left. There are so many people doing bad things in this world, why don't you go kill them? You only know how to focus on those who inherit the demonic arts, but you don't care about justice. The truth is, it's just because I pose a threat to them. As Chang'e left, he left behind a final sentence, in the end, you and I are essentially no different. At this point, the iron chains were also undone. Jiang Suasua fell to the ground, thinking to herself, Chang'e's words are truly twisted. It's not like that at all. The scene shifted to the Xian domain Tianlin sacred land, where the disciples were discussing, did you hear? Tai Su sect issued an order. They said the Xian domain needs to be unified. I heard. Our holy master is discussing strategies with the elders. I also heard that the immortal from above has some connection with old Su Taizu. A short-haired disciple spoke up, strategies. The immortal can bestow sacred artifacts with just a wave of his hand. What strategies can those insignificant people have? If Tai Su sect wants to unify, no force in the Xian domain can resist. It's better to surrender quickly, that's the way to survive. Now, Tai Su sect has announced that those with extraordinary talent can gain the immortal's recognition. The smart birds will choose the right trees to perch on, staying in Tianlin probably isn't a good plan. At this time, he had gone to meet the immortal he revered. Greetings, immortal, I am the most talented young man in Tianlin sacred land. Chang'e stood from above, looking down at the young man kneeling on the ground. You do have talent, a good seed. It seems you weren't joking when you recommended yourself. But you're still far from enough. Looks like I still need to go out for a bit. He asked in confusion, immortal, what do you mean by, far from enough? Chang'e looked at him with a very strange gaze. What I mean is that your luck is truly incomparable to the reincarnated ones of the ancestor hall. The fate of the lower realms simply can't compare to the upper realms. Your luck doesn't affect me at all, stop being stubborn. The scene shifted to the divine realm's Tian domain. A group of slaves were working here, and the sound of guards shouting rang out, hurry up and work. Who dares to stop, trash? The person being beaten kept begging for mercy. Now I've caught another group of slaves. This achievement will surely be remembered by the sect leader. Huh, said a youth with green hair, named Qingui. Two disciples respectfully replied, of course, please. Rest assured, Qingui brother. But it's really impressive that Qingui brother was promoted to an elder so quickly, just under 100 years after joining the immortal Wilt sacred land. Qingui was pleased by these compliments and drooled. He laughed loudly, it's been 200,000 years since anyone ascended in the divine realm. When we enter the immortal path, we'll see. The two disciples continued flattering him, Qingui brother will surely have a chance to ascend to the upper realms. With your immortal appearance, it's obvious that your future is limitless. Qingui crossed his arms and spoke, not just me, you all need to hurry up and cultivate if you want a chance. The sect leaders' judgment will not be wrong. Now is the best time for us to ascend. Even if the heavens try to stop us, so what? We must follow our destiny. Meet immortals, kill immortals, meet demons, kill demons. We will conquer heaven and earth and enter the immortal path. Chingui's gaze suddenly focused on someone. Who is that white-haired person over there? One of the disciples explained, that's the kid. He's really lucky. Several groups of people have already died in hard labor. At first, he came from a small village. His physique is special, his blood is stronger than others. I thought he was a genius, but he turned out to be a waste. After bringing him to the sacred land, we found out he was cursed, and his sacred body was lost. Even if we replenish his resources, he can't cultivate, but his strength is amazing. No wonder he's survived until now. Down below, the white-haired youth was swinging a huge axe in the mine, encouraging himself, I absolutely can't die here. I need to go back to the village. My sister is still young, she can't live without me. 3 years have passed, she's grown up, she needs me to take care of her. That person said as long as I cultivate for 3 years, I can leave. Now there are still 103 days until 3 years are up. After speaking, the white-haired youth collapsed to the ground, out of breath. Why? As long as you accept my existence, you won't have to endure this pain anymore. A voice rang out unconsciously. The white-haired youth was startled at the sight. Who am I? What kind of monster are you? Stay away from my body. But the voice continued to ring out, and a shadow appeared, a blurry figure of a white-haired person. This is my body. You're just an awareness before my awakening. I simply didn't want to erase you. If you accept me, that would be good. I can fulfill all your wishes. Taking care of your sister and mother is a small matter. The owner of the voice spoke, of course, it's different. You voluntarily accepted and were erased by me, which makes it fundamentally different. The young man in white nodded confidently, I don't know what principles are, I just know that if I'm not here, it will be very sad that day. I know you're not simple, but I will never easily hand my body over to you. You're really stubborn, the voice continued, but on the other hand, you're a sentimental and righteous young man. However, this body cannot let you waste too much time. The young man with white hair firmly said, I won't give up. The scene switched to Gu Changa, who was standing on a vast piece of land. Is this the heavenly domain? The system prompted, starting the luck of the child task line, reincarnation stream. A huge peach tree appeared on the screen. Gu Changa pondered, reincarnation stream. Looks like it's really here. It seems this mysterious peach tree and this little girl are connected to the human race. As for whether it's true, it still needs to be confirmed. The scene changed to Beishan village. A little girl was asking an elderly woman next to her, Grandma, my brother hasn't come back for almost 3 years. Does Grandma think he's forgotten about me? The old woman gently patted her granddaughter's head and comforted her, your brother, even if he forgets everyone, will never forget about you. Don't worry, Tian. When your brother returns after finishing his training, he will surely become a practitioner who can fly and escape the earth. By then, he can fly with you to every place every day. Little Tian immediately cheered up, Tian will fly with brother the practitioner. The old woman thought of the black man and continued, the person who took your brother away came from the immortal Will's sacred land. He said your brother's physique is 1 in 1,000, and he will be highly trained by the sect. He must be busy with cultivation, that's why he hasn't had time to come back to visit us. Tian, don't worry. I believe brother. He is the most powerful person in the world. At that moment, a sudden scream was heard. Not good. It's Lu Bandit. Lu Bandit is coming towards the village. An old man angrily said, these fickle bandits. Didn't we just give them spirit stones? Tian was scared and said, Grandma, Lu Bandit is here again. Tian, Grandma is here, don't be afraid. Seeing a group of fierce bandits riding horses coming, the villagers panicked. What do we do? What do we do? It's the Black Wind bandits. This time, it's the Black Wind Bandits. The Black Wind Bandits are brutal and bloodthirsty, we can't resist at all. What should we do now? I heard their leader is a godlike, high and mighty existence. I also heard that the leader of the Black Wind Bandits likes to eat little girls, so they have been looking for them everywhere recently. The Black Wind Bandits soon arrived. One of the leaders walked up to the villagers and asked, "Who is the village chief? Come out." An old man, leaning on his cane, trembling, replied, This old man is the village chief of Beishan Village. I have met you, sirs. The leader touched the village chief's sweaty face and ordered, "Old man, our great leader has ordered that all girls under 15 must be offered. Anyone who resists will be killed without mercy." After he finished speaking, his followers entered each household, forcibly dragging the young girls away. The cries echoed throughout the village, "This is my child. Mother, mother, save me. Return my child. You beasts. Why are you taking my child?" One of the bandits threatened, "Let go. Do you want to die?" The mother angrily shouted, "You will die without a clear death. Even if I become a ghost, I won't spare you. You damn old woman." After saying that, the bandit slapped the mother hard. The leader saw this scene and walked over with a sword. Never seen someone who doesn't cry until the coffin is in front of them, right? If you want to die, let me help you. After speaking, he raised his sword and swung it at the poor mother. The villagers were terrified and couldn't make a sound. The bandit wiped his mouth and said, "If there's any more resistance, she will be the best example." Then, he noticed a cute little girl still hiding behind an old woman. The girl was Tian Tian. The bandit walked over, "Oh, there's another one." The villagers worriedly shouted, "Grandma MANHWA." The bandit walked over, holding a knife, and threatened the two old women, "Old woman, hand over the little girl. Behind you. Otherwise, I'll chop you into pieces and feed you to my mount." Tian Tian trembled and hid in her grandmother's arms, crying, "Grandma." The old woman, unafraid of the bandit's threat, calmly replied, "I didn't want to act, but you really want to harm Tian Tian. Looks like we have to find another place to hide." Reporting, "Sir, these are all the under 15 girls captured from the surrounding villages, for you to see. Please see if you are satisfied." Gu Changa walked forward and saw these girls. Each girl had a number on her body. Not finding the number he needed, Gu Changa sighed, "Did I guess wrong? The location doesn't work. Let them go, don't harm their lives." The bandit was surprised, let them go? What? Are you feeling a bit sorry?" Gu Changa glanced at him. "I also have a younger sister who hasn't grown up." Upon hearing this, the bandit immediately understood. Yes, please rest assured, sir, I will make sure to send them back safely." Seeing that the bandit was still lingering, Gu Changa asked, "Do you have anything else to say?" "Sir, it's just something. Our people sent to Beishan village have been killed by a Wind King realm cultivator. It's strange, though, such a remote place." Gu Changa's eyes flashed, "Oh, Wind King realm. Looks like we found the place." The bandit clasped his hands together, "Rest assured, sir. This time, I will personally take action. A Wind King realm is nothing, it will be easy." Gu Changa waved his hand, "No need, for now, you don't need to handle it. Just wait for the order." Yes, sir." On the surface, he agreed very obediently, but inside, the bandit sneered while looking at Gu Changa's back, "Wait until I reach the God King realm." Suddenly, Gu Changa stopped and said, "You." The bandit nearly wet his pants, quickly replying, "Sir, is there anything else you need? I will definitely cooperate." Gu Changa nodded, Once this is done, you will be free." The bandit knelt on the ground, sweating profusely. "What does the sir plan to do?" Gu Changa coldly replied, "I want you." The bandit trembled and asked, "Does sir want Beishan village wiped out. Gu Changa confirmed.